Ah, boss, you're back. Yeah, sorry about not being here earlier. What were you doing? Had a brief meeting with my BTC regional manager. Oh, everything alright? As alright as it can be, considering that we're closing eventually. When will that happen? I don't know. Ryan said that we'll be safe for a few months while paperwork is filed and everything's being put in order. Oh. I was also talking to him about you. About me? Yeah, I was telling him to do whatever it takes to ensure you don't spend too much time without a job. If possible, to reassign you as ASAP after closing. Hey, if it helps, Brian might be the angriest of all of us. They want to close the only bar in the whole area that hasn't given me any headaches, he said. What about Gil? He's the one that worries me the most, actually. He's kind of working using the credentials of another guy that was working here before. Who? The one who bought a levitation potion and threw it himself off a building. Ah, yes, the levitation potion story. You use some weird euphemisms, boss. Anyways, I find it hard to believe that Gil would find a job after all this. Just who is Gil? I have an idea who he is, but I'm still putting pieces together. Anyway, back to work. Imminent closure is no excuse to slack off. Yes, sir. You guys do know I can hear you, right? This place looks familiar. Excuse me, is this the Valhalla bar? It is indeed. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh god. What is Sai planning now? Excuse me? I want a drink whose name was changed after many women protesting. Can you get me that? Sure. What was that drink whose name was changed after people caused a stink? Oh, I think I get what they're trying to say there. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Aged and mixed. There we go. Here you go. Very nice. Thanks a lot. So you know Miss, you know Sai, Miss? I'm Stella Hoshi. My pleasure. Yeah, I know her. She's been here before, yes? Yep, in fact, I'm glad you know her because she left this here last time. Oh god, she left her helmet behind again. Not the first time, huh? Her helmet's been picked up by a lot of sort of people in the last 3 months. Balets, nurses, morticians, fire jugglers. She's been lucky enough to always leave it with people who return it, at least. Oh, quite a few people. Sai's as much of a social girl as she is a total klutz. At least, when she's not being serious. She's very contempt when she puts her mind to it. I see. So, did she recommend you to this place? Or... We're meeting here today. I can see why she chose this place. It's the kind of place she likes. Say, is that Kira Miki autograph on the glass? Seems like the glass is a conversation starter. Nice. Yeah, it is. How did you get it? She stopped here yesterday just before the concert. Really? I mean, she did. Yeah, nice girl. Can I see it? Sure. Yep, this star-like signature is hers. So your name is Jill then? Yes. Ain't this nice? Here you go. Do you like her, Miss Stella? Just call me Stella. I do. Whenever you hear her songs, you filled with so much energy and happiness. I heard she opened a new version of Shine Spark. I'm so vexed that I couldn't purchase a ticket for this one. A new version? Yes, I heard a leak from the event. It felt more, how to put it, hot-blooded. I see. She definitely took the dark act too far. Oh, excuse me for a second. Hello? Where the hell are you? Car crash. Oh, you're helping. Would it take long? Alright. Yeah, don't worry. I take it that was Sai? Yes. Will you wait for her? I will. In the meantime, I feel like having another drink. One that was prepared in memory of its creator's dearest friend. Alright. Drink in honor of a good friend. Drink in honor... I think, if I'm remembering correctly, the story, you have to remember that someone says that it's hinted in an earlier talk. So this little hint was pretty much given to you. It's just... Is this the one that you had in mind? Yes, exactly. Thank you. May I ask you something that might be personal? It isn't about my eye, is it? No, it's not. Or at least, I don't think so. I don't get to serve many cat boomers, so it's something I've been curious about. Did you go through the procedure because of a disease or because of the fad? Before I was born, I was diagnosed with nanomachine rejection. So, it had to be done, otherwise I would have died shortly after birth. I'm a bit on the weak side because of it, though. I'm sorry if I ever stepped. I don't mind it. It's always nice to dispel the idea that my parents were just into the fad. You seem to know your drinks, Chill. Well, I guess I read a bit more than the recipe book. Do you like alcohol? Yeah, but not in the usual way. I don't drink that much outside of canned beer. But their colors, their stories, the way you need to keep them stored, their design. It sounds a bit silly when I say it out loud. Not at all. Do you collect them or anything like that? Actually, yeah, I started with my grandpa's collection and been slowly growing it. It's been hard because of my debt, but I manage little by little. Do you like alcohol, Stella? I'm here, right? But I'm normally more of a social drinker. Unless it's with somebody, I don't tend to drink much. I see. Sorry, I'm late. Welcome. You took your sweet time. Yeah, sorry. I got caught in rush hour traffic and figured walking might be faster. Luckily, there was a building with an emergency stairs nearby and I climbed down. Climbed down? Took an air cab. Oh. I would suggest using ground transportation, but happy to see you put your safety first. Safety? Oh no, flying cars are just way cooler. I still don't understand how they don't give you motion sickness. If you found out how I avoid it, you'll be the first to know. Anyway, I have whatever she's ordering next. I'd like a drink that was... You're at it again? You and your cryptic orders always leaving us with weird stuff. Hey, I expect only the best from whoever serves me. They need to be able to answer these kinds of orders. Still, I'm sure you're wearing poor Jill here out with that kind of stuff. She's done quite well so far, actually. Really? Thank you. Whatever. Please order something normal, would you? That'll be 2 fringe waivers then. You'll have 2 drinks at once? No, we're sharing. What, like half a glass for each? Isn't it better to if it's one for each? Don't worry, you'll see. Here we go. Aged and mixed. Good. Then next, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then aged, mixed. And there we go. 2 fringe wafers. So this one's for you and this one's for me. You said you wanted whatever I asked for, right? Oh, that way. You could have said so earlier. Oh yeah, here. So, oh hey, so this is where I left my helmet. Thanks. You really need to be more careful with your things. Yeah, but I have spares. Those spares should be saved for when the one you're using breaks or malfunctions, not when you lose it. Those helmets cost money, you know. Yeah, sorry. I should have said that boss got her head stuck because of the jam button. Speaking of money, you still going to that meeting at the bank tomorrow? Yep. You worried? I'll refrain for now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. Don't be. I'll be fine. Rumors are just rumors. Rumors? They say something might happen at the bank tomorrow. But with all the tension in the air lately, it's hard to know if it's true. As if the fear mongering wasn't enough, the people have started spreading baseless rumors. Just yesterday, I had to stop a group of rampaging youngsters that heard the city would be leveled by bombs. Everyone's on edge. Yeah. I know you're worried, but I have to go there. It's an order from the higher-ups. Tell me something. If somebody came after me, do you think they stand a chance? You're quite strong, but I'll take something to protect myself. Be prepared for anything. Would that make you feel safer? Maybe. I'll tell you what. After I come back, we'll get some ice cream. That way, you can vent all your frustrations. Alright? Seems my Velcro's here to pick me up. You coming inside? Nah, I'll stay here a bit longer. Okay then, take care. Bye. Such a worrywart. That means she cares about you. I've never doubted. Say, why does my helmet smell like bacon? Bacon? Not that I mind, I'm just curious. Well, you know how some things absorb the smell of what's nearby? That must have grabbed it from one of the ingredients. I see. Do you believe all the stuff about tension growing and the anarchist group trying to disband the White Knights? To tell you the truth, I'm a bit worried. Even in my division, there's some shady business going on, but I don't want investigating too deeply. What kind of business? From what I understand, things like working with human traffickers or drug dealers, letting them act as they wish. Some even say that ones that get apprehended are the ones who failed them in some way. Celis always says the White Knights are just glorified mall security. She says that if I had been beyond a doubt that some shady business is going on, Zabatsu Corporate's main branch would separate themselves from the whole White Knight division. Something about the association fear of bad PR resulting in them moving to the BTC sounds plausible. Yeah, it's kind of worrying me though, because I really like my job. And I guess a similar fear exists amongst the upper ranks. Lately they seem restless. Too much politics? It hurts my brain. I just want to rescue people and help them. I just want to do my job without worrying about politics of any kind. What are you doing at the bank tomorrow? My colonel needed to relay some information to the manager, and I was picked because he trusted me. He said, "You're such a simpleton that you're never giving the wrong message. But it's his intention that counts." Oh. Finally! The Dorothy has come back to Valhalla. Please refrain from doing those sitcom-like entrances. You're disturbing other clients. Oh, come on, you know the audience would have gone wild with that one. And besides, you make it sound like you have a full house. Ahem. It's uncommon to see you here 2 days in a row. I wanted to grab something before I started my shift. Grab something before they start grabbing me, you could say. Hey, you have a drink? Can I buy you one? Why yes, thank you. Honey, you should follow her example and offer me drinks more often. We'll see. What are you having? I have what she's having. Then I'll get the perfect thing. Let's have a blue fairy. One for both? One for each. Alright. 2 blue fairies are due. I'm thinking I might play around with something for the next time we stream this. But I have to download it first and see how it works. Optional! And then H and mix. There you go. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 and H. Yes, that mixed. There you go. Ah. 2 fairies. Hey, this is pretty good. See? And it's blue, like your hair. It is. So, what's your name, sweetie? Call me Sai. Alright, Sai, I'm Dorothy. Say Sai. Yes, yes. Say Sai. Yes, yes. Say Sai. Sai, Sai. Sai? Why did you just buy me a drink? I just thought that you were cute as a button, so I wanted to invite you to join me. Wow, you have to be the first person to offer me a drink without having any ulterior motives? And that includes fuckboy over there. What do you mean? Trust me, when you work in my kind of field, you learn to read cues from everything. And this girl is simple to a fault. How so? You're the what you see is what you get type. That look on your face is one of that simple sees no point in lying. Coupled with the fact that you're here in what looks like your work attire tells me that you're so married to your job that sex is too far down your priority list to notice its existence. So if you invite me to a drink because you found me cute and that's the extent of it, I believe you. Thank you. You say she's the first one, but what about deal giving you a ticket to the other date? Who? Oh yeah. Well, how do we say it? It was Lilim? The Lilim with the dogs. No, he doesn't count. He looked like a humanoid man. If I'm thinking correctly, I think I know who she was talking about. But again, it really just depends on down the line. I motioned like you can see me. Ouch. You seem very perceptive, Dorothy, but I'm not too far behind. How so? I can tell your body is heavily modded with things you shouldn't even have. Your tongue is a BEB069 with DNA scanning capabilities. Your skin is coated with an anti-radiation finish. Your joints are the premium, extra flexible variety. And the most important thing, your hands. What about them? I don't know how you modded your body. I don't know how modded your body is under your clothes. The tongue, the joints, the skin are merely interesting. But your hands are the MIRD 113 of Ritalia Industries, a model designed to shoot Class 5 bullets from its fingertips. So, Clause G of Article 17 in the Augmentation of Modification Law on the topics of ballistic augmentations. Any humanoid or sapient creature under civilian designation that has upgraded any of its person to hold firearms of Class 3 grade or higher will be either commissioned for disarmament or sent to danger zones. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Huh? I'm not in the law enforcement, I just do rescues. And even if I was, I'm not on duty right now. Oh. I want to know though, why do you go through with that upgrade? Your girl's gotta take care of herself, you know? I want to be able to deal with things if they get ugly, and this is the most discreet mod I have. Or at least, I thought so. Oh. Yeah. Okay then, can I give you some advice? I guess. The reason I could tell it's not your default hand models is your fingertips. The tips are a little bigger to make a cannon fit. You can get a small mod that changes them into disposable tips. Assuming they're being used for self-defense and not regular use, of course. I see. Well, I've gotta go. Ah yes, another thing. If you aim for the arms or the legs, once is self-defense. Anything more is assault. Yeah. Bye Dorothy, bye Jill. Bye bye. Please come again. I thought she was going to take me away. They would put my mind on a vacuum cleaner for 3 years. 2 if you behave well. That's what happens when you underestimate people. Although I'm tempted to ask, about what? DNA reading tongue? Very prehensile. Intuitive. Also, it vibrates. Extra flexible joints? Do you really need to ask? Anti-radiation coating? Hey, my skin's my first tool of the trade. I need to take care of it as much as possible. And it makes it feel so soft no matter how much it's been battered. Alright then. So you fancy yourself a diviner? Reading people and all? Not really, I'm just really good at reading people. I guess it's a byproduct of dealing with so many people on a daily basis. So my thoughts is that Stream Deck has a extra little feature that allows me to change my voice and everything. And I was thinking that anytime she reads, well, she says something in her head or under like her voice or whatever, I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to imply, I would change my voice so that it matches to that, so it doesn't sound like I'm actually saying it, but it would just be a voice filter. It's a bit surreal to hear that from you, from a Lilim. What can you say about me then? Let's see. You're very, very, very sexually frustrated. It's not the act itself, but rather that your partners can't seem to satisfy you on a deeper level. There's an even deeper frustration. Something happened that's blocking you. Maybe there's someone who you know won't return you feelings. Maybe you were hurt in the past. Thus, your demeanor is that of someone who feels like life is playing tricks on her. Like a dog whose owner never really throws the ball. Oh boy, did I actually hit the nail on the head? I was making that stuff up on the fly. All of that was just rubbish I was saying because it's right 80% of the time. Generic bullshit, if you will. You'd be surprised at the amount of sexual frustrated people hold. I can't read you, honey. You're too good at putting on a professional face. But this definitely gives me more insight into you. Lucky, lucky. Aren't you late or something? I am. But if you let me satisfy your frustration, I can stall for some time. Go. Fine, fine. Bye-bye, honey. Artificial intelligence has come rather far, huh? One wonders how artificial it remains. Shut up, fuckboy. Everything done? Yeah. Hey boss, this might seem random, but... Do you remember the first time I came to this bar? When you came to submit your contract? Yeah, why? Well, for some reason, I've been hung up on it since this morning.